Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. Today I'm sharing the cards I made using Spellbinders August 2022 Large Die of the Month. And I'll also be using the August embossing folder of the month for one of the cards. The large die of the month is called Strawberry Patch, and it's such a fun set. The embossing folder is called Intertwining Lattice. If you are interested in subscribing to any of Spellbinders club kits, I do have links provided in the description box below. So I have two cards to share with you today. Go ahead and get started with card design number 1. I've already embossed the background. I just used some solid white cardstock. I have all of my die cut pieces cut out. It's so fun. There are 3 different sizes of the strawberries. There's the background piece and also the front piece, so it has all of those little holes through it. You can add different colors of cardstock behind that strawberry. I decided to use some red iridescent cardstock, so it has that really pretty shimmer to it. I have the main branch with 3 of the leaves. There's a second die cut piece for each of the leaves, so you could add a second color, and that's what I did. I have 2 different shades of green cardstock. I put a small foam square on the end of each of the leaves. Then I'll add liquid adhesive on the back of the rest of the die cut. And I am using a pair of tweezers to hold some of these pieces. I'll adhere to my card more on the left side. So now I can start attaching all the strawberries. I love how the red strawberries pop against the white background. For some of the strawberries, I'll glue them down directly using liquid adhesive. For some of the other strawberries, I will pop them up with foam dimension. The die set also includes 2 separate dies for single leaves. So I'll tuck in those leaves behind some of the strawberries. I have sped up this video quite a bit since it's basically me assembling die cuts and adhering them to my card. My strawberry plant will have 6 different strawberries, 2 of each size. This set also includes the little flower dies, and I cut out my white flowers from some white shimmer cardstock. For the very center, I used some yellow cardstock. There's also the small leaf die cuts for the flowers, and I cut those out from some green glitter cardstock. I'll add 3 of the flowers onto the strawberries and 2 of the flowers on the leaves and 1 just sort of tucked off to the side. Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Club is perfect if you love to play with die cuts. They also have a small Die of the Month Club if you want even more fun dies to use. I'll attach 1 more flower, and I am popping it up with a small foam square. Then I'll also add a couple more leaves to one of the strawberries. So look at all that beautiful sparkle from that iridescent cardstock. So pretty. For the sentiment, I've already stamped this out. This is Hello. It's part of Spellbinders Simple Sentiment stamp set. I stamped it on some white cardstock and I'll adhere it in the lower right hand corner. Then to finish off the card, I'll add some gem stickers from Spellbinders. This is the Opal color. I'll add 2 in the upper left hand corner and 3 around the sentiment in the lower right hand corner. So there is my finished card, and I did make 2 using this design. Even though I used all the same die cut pieces, my cards aren't exactly the same. But that's what makes card making so unique. For my second card design, I'm using some pattern paper from the background. This is from Sunny Studio. It's their Gingham Pastels. I also have a strip of solid teal cardstock that has a pearlescent finish on it. I'll just adhere that to the lower portion of my card panel. I'm using a Love from Lizi peel off and putting it along the top edge of that cardstock panel. This is the white color in the straight design. I'll add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. All of my cards in this video are American Standard A2 size, 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches. Now here are all the little die cut pieces that I'll be using for this card. It's a little hard to see in the video, but I used some Doodlebug pink polka dot pattern paper for all of the strawberries. And I thought it would be fun to have pink strawberries. I think pink and teal look so pretty together. I also used some white cardstock for the background of the strawberries, so all the little seeds look white. This card will also feature the little basket, and I cut this out from some brown cardstock. So now it's time to fill up that basket with strawberries. For most of the strawberries, I've already attached the stem, and now I'll add the leaves. This teal color that I have for the stems and the leaves is actually the back side of this pearlescent cardstock that's at the bottom of the card. I didn't want to bring in any other colors. To fill up my basket, I'm putting glue on the back side, then laying it on top of the strawberry. Then I'll do the same thing for the next strawberry, just holding that basket over the strawberry to get the placement correct. Once I decide where the next strawberry will go, I'll put some liquid adhesive on the back, then press that strawberry in place. Then I'll just keep going until my basket is filled with pretty pink strawberries. Once the liquid adhesive dries, I know those die cut pieces won't be going anywhere. But after I add that final strawberry in place, I will put a strip of double-sided tape on the back side, just to make sure everything stays in place for now. So once I have that basket all filled up with strawberries, I want to add a back side to the basket. The set does not include a die for that back side, but it's really easy to cut out. Using the die, I flipped it over and put it on a piece of craft cardstock and lightly traced an outline. Then I used my scissors and cut in probably about 1/4 of an inch. So it's just about the right size to put on the very back side of the basket. And I'll just adhere that in place using liquid adhesive and also some of that double-sided tape. This step is not necessary. The basket does look fine without that back piece, but I thought it would be fun to add to this card. I will be popping up the basket using some foam dimension. I'll add enough foam dimension so there isn't one area that sags, putting some of the smaller squares behind the strawberries. Then I'll remove the release paper and adhere my strawberry basket on the left side of the card. I left one of the strawberries out of the basket. It's a large light pink strawberry. I'll put some foam dimension on the back side, remove the release paper, and adhere it to the right side of the basket. I also have several of the flowers. I've already assembled them. I'll put liquid adhesive on the back, adhere one flower onto the large pink strawberry, another flower on the left side of the basket, and one more flower on the center strawberry. For the sentiment, I'm using a die set from Spellbinders called Smooth Lines Mix and Match Sentiments. I cut this out from some black cardstock. This is for you. I'll adhere it in place in the upper right-hand corner using some liquid adhesive. Then to finish off the card, I'll add some gem stickers from Spellbinders. This is the Opal color. I'll add 2 in the lower left-hand corner, 2 in the upper right-hand corner, and 1 to the right of the basket of strawberries. So there is my finished card, and again, I did make 2 using this design. I love how this one turned out. So fun to have pink strawberries. Now here's another look at the 4 cards I made using Spellbinders August 2022 Large Die of the Month, and also for one of the cards I used the Embossing folder of the month. If you are interested in subscribing to any of Spellbinders club kits, I do have links provided in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.